You ever try to kill yourself?
I mean, maybe it was the way she walked.
Okay, I guess that's how we're starting it then. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 14, 13. What episode is this? 14? It's 14.
Yeah, it's 14.
Okay, welcome to episode 14 of the LTC podcast. We have me, myself, Chris, and what's your name?
I'm Andrew.
Who are you?
Now your name.
My name or like my name?
Just give me your name. It's not hard.
They call me Cam Bread.
Okay, I'm only calling you by your first name, by the way.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, it's Matt. So, this is supposed to be like an interview, I guess. But it's not, because it originally was planned as a podcast, but then Andrew's like, no, it needs to be an interview, guys.
I didn't realize what was happening.
Why not?
What'd you do?
It's like a podcast with an interview.
Okay,
that's what I was saying. That's what I thought was happening.
I need to check our DMs. So Matt, if you will open up our DMs on your phone, because I put notes on there and I've already forgotten what they are. Notes of like topic and stuff.
Okay.
But again, because I don't have my phone readily accessible because it's live streaming.
Oh.
And live stream might die, by the way, because my phone battery is like not at a high percentage right now.
Dude, that's
that's the thing.
I'm gonna look at what it is.
Okay. Just try not to end it accidentally. So hi podcast. I know this is really great for the audio. Yeah, don't do it. It's fine. So Matt, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself to start off?
I hate myself.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Really? Okay, so you make memes, you make music.
I make meme music, yeah.
Okay. So tell me what that is. I don't understand the genre.
There isn't a genre. It's
technically a genre.
There isn't a specific genre.
Yeah. He has like lots of different genres.
It depends. I like a lot of different music, and so I make a lot of different music. But that being said, I don't like country, but I have like a couple country songs.
But you do it ironically, I'm assuming.
It's all ironic. None of it is not meant to be taken serious. Basically, a lot of it is stuff I actually think, but in a more hyperbolic sense.
Okay.
So
you have a SoundCloud, or?
I put everything on YouTube.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. At the end of this, I want you to give me your link so I can promote it in our description. Anytime we have a guest on, I try to promote some kind of social media of theirs. So I'll put that at the top. So if anybody wants to check that out while listening to this podcast, it'll be at the top of our description.
If you get offended easily, don't listen to it.
Fair enough.
It's very rude.
It's offensive.
Okay, so
I think Kanye on the crucifix spinning isn't offensive.
Yeah.
I think it's actually okay, can we talk about Kanye West for a second? Because I would love to talk about Kanye.
In general? Hell yeah, we can talk about Kanye.
Okay, so here's my take on Kanye. Because I was watching a video on YouTube recently about the philosophy of Kanye West.
Oh.
Which it's deeper than you think.
Right.
See, the theory is because he's so afraid of death, he's trying to immortalize himself through his music and through his actions with the Jesus imagery.
Okay.
The way that he acts, his stage performance, his personality, everything that he does kind of leans towards trying to really make a legend out of himself. And he's doing that very well.
It's true.
The way that he's acting, the way that he's perceived, the way that he's trending on social media. Kanye West 2020 for president.
Dude,
hey, man.
All this stuff is bringing him more towards trying to immortalize himself. And I think it's really interesting. I don't like him. I'm not a big fan of his music.
I love his music.
Shut up, Jess. No one watches musicals.
This is for the live stream people. You should just,
Quote, like Alexander.
Alexander Hamilton's stupid.
Oh.
And so is the play. 1776. Clearly better.
Getting deep about Kanye.
I mean, here's the...
Hell yeah, Katie. We are getting deep.
So Kanye West is a pretty interesting person. I'd like to hear your guys' takes on it besides his music's good. Because I know you're really into him.
I like his music.
I enjoy
I think as a person, he's kind of like a dick.
He
is.
But that's cool. He makes some sick tunes.
Yeah.
I can forgive him.
Okay. So you don't really care about necessarily the personality behind the music. You care more about what the music is, what the message of the music, the beat, everything like that. Because I'm pretty sure with your genre or whatever you want to call it,
with his everything,
with your everything, you're much more about the message, even if it's an ironic,
yeah. Because that's the way I write. I don't write music. I can't write music.
Okay.
GarageBand has these magical things called loops.
Yes.
And so I kind of just toy around and I put stuff together.
I tried to use GarageBand. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. GarageBand's awful. I don't recommend it. That's what I use. But the way I sort of go about writing a song is I name it first.
Okay, so you make a name, then you make it around the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here. I'll give you a fun little example.
Okay.
So, my new album coming out April 7th, 2017.
Oh, then you have a date.
Yeah. I do.
That's impressive. I can't commit to dates.
I can't either, but I have to.
Hey.
You mean Sunday?
Oh, wait. You're committing to it, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, so, a song cops killing civilians is good.
Okay. I mean, only if they're black, right?
No.
That's a joke. It's satire.
No.
As long as you say it's a joke, it's not offensive, right? That's how it works, right?
Whenever I was
Allegedly.
whenever I was going about naming these songs, I think something happened. It was around then because it was like last summer.
I mean that was like whenever like the cop thing was at the peak.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, people get super salty about this. I'm gonna come in and be like, hey,
like make fun of
this is okay, and it's not really making fun of it because I'm not funny.
Okay.
Or
to be ironic and satire doesn't mean you have to be funny. It means you have to make a joke.
Yeah, but the song is basically I say cops killing civilians is good, and then there's a breakdown, and that's it.
Okay.
It's just
Very short. All the songs are pretty short.
Most of them are short. Yeah, I think the longest one on the new album is like 3 minutes.
Is there ever a message that's like intentional? Like you make a song because you want to make like a point about something?
Like a serious point, or
I mean, not even serious, but just like, do you ever just make music randomly without any kind of like context, or do you actually have like, oh hey, I want to say something about something? Does that make sense?
Generally, I want to say something about something. Usually, something about something is a huge joke and isn't meant to be taken seriously. Okay. I.e., cops killing civilians is good.
Okay.
Or like Jesus Christ.
Jesus 2020.
Very good song.
Which
amazing.
The story
song.
behind Jesus Christ is weird.
I would love to hear the story.
So it was last summer, and I did.
Good job.
That was for our audio listeners.
You mean the only listeners? Because
stop. The sound listeners. I meant
no. It's audio listeners.
Better, Katie.
Because we don't have the video and because we only have the live stream. Really, we only have audio listeners.
The sound listeners.
Oh, speaking of, hey, live stream people, if you ever want to check out any of our podcasts, go to Lessthancasual on YouTube. Anyway,
plug, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, so it was last summer, and I wanted to do basically just a single every other week. Okay. The entire summer, there were like 5 of them. So I started.
Did you do that?
I did that.
Okay.
And the first one was called Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And originally, it was going to be, there's this song by a band called Brand New called Jesus Christ. They say Jesus Christ a lot in that song. What I was going to do is take the instrumental, and instead of saying Jesus, say Yeezus.
Did you remix the instrumental at all? Or?
No, I'm not that.
So you don't actually try to sell your music then? Because that would
No. It's all on YouTube for free.
Okay.
If I try to monetize, I would get...
You would get strikes. You would get strikes so fast.
I would die.
Okay.
But, so... I was gonna do that, but I didn't. I made like an awful like trap beat, and just yelled. And I improv all my lyrics. It's all improv,
freestyle.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And so I just yelled about Kanye for like a minute.
I'm looking forward to watching these.
I mean, yeah, it's a good show. I go for a anonymous, obviously, since there's a camera right there.
That's okay, but it's live streamed.
Yeah. So, but I mean, screenshots exist. Don't get you.
I mean, they do, but at the same time, it's fine.
I just planted the idea in someone's head. Someone's gonna.
How many subscribers do you have, if I can ask?
9.
Nice. No, it's fine. Like you're about to have like 13 or 14 because
it's true.
We have some people that follow us that are pretty like good about that.
So,
shout out to William.
Yeah, for real, dude. Dude, he was at the March trip.
Yeah.
March for Life, that is. And
did you go to Washington?
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's really chill.
No, you mean the Juggalo March?
Yes, the Juggalo March that happened at the same time.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing that's gonna happen.
Super real.
I mean, really. Okay, so I was driving today like from school to my college, right? And there were these like women just walking along the highway with signs saying "Impeach Trump." Like that would actually make a difference. Like I understand we have the freedom to express our views, but I feel like that's such a waste of time to tell like random civilians impeach Trump in a conservative state.
This election has just got me down.
Do you want to talk about it? We can talk about that. I don't care about it.
I don't want to, but we can.
I want to talk about it.
Okay, let's.
Okay, so I know Andrew is like Andrew Stand.
Not pro-Trump.
No.
Is anyone?
Anti-Hillary.
Yes.
That's same.
Isn't very pop punk of me, but it's...
So I'm very different from both of you then, because the way that I approached, because I actually was able to vote, I don't know if you guys...
No, I'm not. I didn't turn 18 until December.
Okay. What I did, and I'm okay with my politics being online because I don't care at all, So I registered as independents. I went to Tulsa State Fair and registered as independents. And then I ended up voting for Gary Johnson, not because I care about anything. I don't even know much about Gary Johnson, but because I couldn't morally vote for Hillary or Trump.
Yeah.
Although I'll be honest and say that I think I'd rather have had Hillary, but for certain reasons that I understand why people don't like her. I also understand why people don't like Trump. I don't like either of them.
Yeah, they're both cancer.
They're both cancer. But I feel like she had the more experience between the two politically.
Right.
Which that would help with foreign relations, whereas now, if you actually look at what Trump's been doing recently, like, there's been some crap. I understand. No, I understand completely. Like, there's two sides. I have
counterpoints.
Yeah, no, go ahead. The only point I would try to make is that, like, his foreign policy, it makes America kind of look like a joke. And I genuinely hope that he proves us wrong and that he starts learning and listening to his advisors, because one of his biggest problems is that he's making executive orders, not listening to advisors, and not getting proper counsel from experienced people. Like, he's hiring people into certain positions that aren't qualified to fulfill those positions, kind of like what he's doing, which, again, he can learn. And we obviously voted him in by, like, electorates, maybe not by popular. I'm not really sure because the media's fucked at this point. But
the media is lying.
I'm just worried about foreign relations, the fact that Andrew's going into the military, and I'm afraid of a bigger war.
Andrew, when are you gonna get shot by Russians?
No, we're going to be owned by Russians, not shot by Russians.
We're going to be owned by China.
Oh yeah, that. Right. Well, Russians do. Then they invade after we're taken by China.
Well, China needs us, like, economically.
Right.
I mean, they do, because if they attacked us, the debt would be gone, period. Whereas they're incurring some kind of monetary value from us. Which, by the way, we are so far in debt right now.
Yeah. A bit.
If we took, for the next 7 years, 100% of what we take in as a government, we still would barely be able to pay off. As far as the... Sorry, go on.
So, counterpoints.
Yeah.
Given the fact that Hillary does have political experience, she could put some of her stuff through.
True, and Trump hasn't been able to.
Not
really
good, because I don't support what Hillary stands for.
Right.
I don't support her platform.
Why would you support?
And
a
neither do
reptile?
I.
What?
Why would you support a reptile?
They're both reptiles. They're both reptiles.
No, Hillary Clinton's a reptile. Donald Trump's like a dinosaur.
No,
he's a dinosaur.
Orange.
Wait a second.
Dinosaurs are way too cool for him.
He's an orange.
Guys,
he's an Oompa Loompa.
Guys, dinosaurs are reptiles.
Oh shit, dude! Oh no!
But are dinosaurs real, or did aliens put the bones there?
No. Humans put the bones there.
Are humans?
Why did humans put the bone there? Are we real?
No. Wait. God put the bones there.
Yes. Yeah.
God put the bones there.
Yeah, totally.
Ken Bone.
But no, you're absolutely right. She probably would have gotten more things passed at this point,
which is not okay.
But he's also made probably more executive orders than she would have, and at this
stage.
But
in general, of all 4 or 8, whatever.
Yeah.
She
would have gotten more stuff passed. And I will admit, like, we have steps to stop certain things that he's been doing. Like, obviously, certain, like, local judges are like, no, we're not acknowledging these things. What happened?
Once my phone hits 5%, I'm going to sprint to my car and get my charger.
Okay.
And then sprint back.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I mean, if you want, you can do it now, and I can go into the topics that I put on my phone because I don't necessarily need you there for that.
I got it.
Okay. So this is the slow part of the podcast where we wait for the topics to be put up.
We wait for Andrew to
sprint, quote unquote sprints, because I don't actually know how much he can sprint. He's actually been working out a ton more recently and running a lot more. Oh, hey, live stream. I'm finally acknowledging you.
He's probably going to just, like, walk slowly.
No, he won't. He'll probably run. Okay, so I had some topics that I want to talk about during the podcast, because I thought this was going to be an interview, but it's not, I guess. But that's okay.
Who knows?
And I wanted to talk about, like, friends who leave when things get hard. I actually wanted to ask you, like, as far as, like, friends go, like, have you ever, like, kept a friend for, like, an extended period of time?
I've known Andrew since 3rd grade.
Okay, and have you guys, like, been, like, close since 3rd grade? Or when did you guys start, like, talking?
3rd grade. Okay, well, actually, no. Technically, I've known Andrew since kindergarten.
Okay.
But at first, I thought he was, like, awful because I was like 5. And I was like, not Andrew. Star Wars is stupid, and Andrew likes Star Wars.
Wait, why did you think Star Wars is stupid?
I don't remember.
Because of the prequels?
Because, no. Because I was a kindergartner, and I was like, oh, that's nerdy. I'm not a nerd.
You're totally a nerd,
though. And, yeah, I know. You don't need to tell me.
That was intense. So we didn't even get through a topic yet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Look at Andrew being in shape.
Good job. But
Already is doing well.
I think we had the same teacher in 3rd grade. I don't remember why we became friends, but we did.
That's probably because he was like, you know what? I can admit that Star Wars isn't that great.
Star Wars.
I mean, here's the thing, Andrew. The prequels. I mean, I don't like
the prequels are awful.
but they're really terrible.
They are. You're not wrong.
I romanticize it.
Does anyone like the prequels?
Yeah, I know, right? The core's just too short. That's just the story of my life.
Ooh, you got roasted.
Wait, what am I doing?
What? Oh yeah, it's an extension, isn't it? Yeah, some plug. There you go. Okay. Anyway, so I mean, my topics are kind of lame, honestly.
That's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, passwords are lame. You should just not have one of those.
Yeah, but I don't.
Do you not have a password?
The media's gonna steal my.
I don't have a password.
Your topic. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I have gotten my phone stolen, and then I had to backpedal and change all my passwords, everything. Okay, why is it so hard for you to get to work, Matt?
It's not hard for me to get to work. It's hard for me to get anywhere.
Why? So you don't drive?
I don't drive. I don't have a car. It's not my parents. It's my dad's girlfriend, very specifically.
Why? What's wrong with her?
Because she's a lazy cunt.
Hey, it reminds me of my stepmother.
Ooh,
I can relate.
Savage. But, no. So, basically, here's how it worked. For, like, the first month I had a job, she would pick me up from... Okay, so on a normal day, I shuttle from the high school to the freshman school. Okay. And then I walk home from there on a normal day.
How far away was that from your home?
Mile and a half.
That's not bad.
Mile and a half, 2 miles, something like that.
Yeah.
On a normal day, I walk home. But I don't get home early enough to get ready for work and go to work.
Okay.
Right? So, I was like, hey, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to need a ride home. Alright, so for like a month, everything's cool. Then, come January, she stopped being cool about it. And I had to basically walk home whenever I didn't have the time to do so.
Okay. So wait, did you like walk or did you start running to...
I walked fast when I had to.
Okay.
But, so yeah, that's basically it. It's
so
just...
who would take you to work though?
She does.
Okay.
She just won't take me home.
That seems really... Like, what was she doing during that time?
Probably playing Xbox.
What games do you guys play?
She plays Gears of War. She really likes.
You mean the trash? No offense, but trash series that isn't that great.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't like Gears of War.
I tried playing it.
I tried to make him play Gears 3.
I don't like Gears.
Okay.
And it went awfully.
It went terribly. Mostly because I'm bad at video games.
The mechanics aren't great. No offense to you liking
it. I used to like it. I really don't care anymore.
Okay. So remember that time when we all tried to stream together and it didn't work?
That was great.
Remember that time when we were on Twitch and we hyped it up super a lot during our podcast, and then when we tried, apparently can't do split screen?
I listened to that and I was like, oh, that's hilarious. But yeah,
it's pretty funny.
So yeah, it turns out Halo 2 doesn't have 4-player co-op.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that you can't split screen.
No,
right.
It's that Halo 2 doesn't have 4-player multiplayer co-op.
It's only 2.
Yeah.
Only 2.
That's what we... Okay.
Halo 3 has 4 players.
But Halo 3 is not as good as Halo 2. Halo 2 is like the best.
I've also not played Halo 2. I played Halo 3.
Halo 2 is so great.
I haven't played 5.
Why did we try playing Halo 1, or is it the same story?
Same story.
So it's everything beyond Halo 2 that you can play. That's so stupid, because Halo 4 is not great, and Halo 5 is also not that great.
Yeah, Halo 5 is awful. I hate Halo 5.
I tried doing a legendary playthrough on my main channel of it, and I made me want to kill myself because I would just die every 5 seconds.
I couldn't even. I tried playing it, and Andrew looked real pissed. But yeah, I tried playing it, and it was like, wow, this is actually awful.
I mean, Halo is definitely... I thought that it was great because the story was cohesive.
Yeah.
Everything was new. Everything felt original, and I actually enjoyed the older graphics personally. The more they've made, the worse the story has gotten. And I feel bad for like super fans like Derek, who's like still into it, because obviously he's like a super fan, like reads the books, like he's actually into the lore.
That's a bit much.
No, I mean, he knows a lot about the universe, and it's really cool that he does. But the games have progressively just gotten worse, mechanic wise and creative wise. Like everything feels stale.
I liked 4 and 5.
I liked 4. 4 was okay.
I didn't like the story of
5 was
4.
dog shit.
I still play 5.
I cannot stand 5.
Multiplayer, not.
Again, I don't play multiplayer. I buy them for the campaign.
Hey, the opposite of me.
And this makes me want to do PlayStation now.
It's not always true.
How many times can you hit the table in podcast? It's 2.
This time.
Remember the old podcast where I would yell and storm out of the room like every 5 minutes? Yeah. Good times. Andrew really pissed me off back in the day. I mean, he still does.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Andrew always pisses me off.
But he pisses me off less because I feel like I've grown to be more understanding the past few months.
Yeah.
And like I finally figured out his workflow and how my workflow can work with his workflow. Because Andrew's workflow is he won't do anything unless it's like off the cuff. It has to be like completely like not planned at all. He's really great. What I love about Andrew, he's really great at finding people to come onto the show, whereas I would suck at that. So he's really great at bringing in guests like you, for example, or like Miles from last podcast, or Barrick, or Olivia, or Meadow, or anyone really, besides my co-workers. But even then, we were working together, and he was there to help me get those people in. And I'm really good at the setup, organization, tags, description, titles, and like the technical side of things. I can't talk to people very well. He can. Also, you're a vlog.
Yeah, that's why it took me 2 weeks to edit that.
I have some strong feelings about his vlog.
Hey, I want to hear about his vlog.
Other than the camera,
that's basically it.
Got it.
What about the camera?
So he has a not iPhone.
He has a not iPhone, yes.
Which means the camera sucks.
It's not good.
It's not great.
And watching that gave me cancer.
And it was also shaky cam. And people were just kind of like randomly yelling into it. And there were so many Tanya jokes of...
It was all about
or
marijuana.
Tana, or whatever.
Tana.
The N-word thing. Whenever she said... Like whenever iDubbbz went up to her and he said, say nigger.
Yeah, that was a lot of that.
Yeah.
That's because I have edgy friends.
Yeah, I could tell. But it's not very edgy.
The only executive board that...
What are they saying on the live stream?
Leader of the education board. Too late. Andrew, no one needs to know that. She broke 3 within a month. I'm just reading.
Jess broke 3 computers within a month.
How do you do that?
Do you know the story of how?
No.
Okay.
She didn't tell me.
So what you're saying is we have to bring her onto the podcast on Sunday.
She broke.
That's what I'm hearing.
Do a podcast
we don't have to.
On Sunday?
We absolutely don't have to, but that would be convenient.
We're definitely doing a vlog.
Oh, we're absolutely doing vlogs, and we're doing multiple perspective vlogs where we're both doing individual
edgy.
vlogs and posting them separately.
Edgy. I wish I was that edgy.
I feel. Actually, that might be an issue for me because Audrey hates her name being on the internet. Like, you want to know why I haven't posted any pictures of her on Instagram? Because she doesn't let me. Like, she said, hey, if you ever want to post anything, she knows like I'm an internet personality of sorts. Right. I have to ask her for permission. She has to approve it, and then it has to be on my private accounts. Like the one that I let there's like 115 people trying to follow me right now on Instagram that still let follow me. I actually have to talk to her about the vlog thing. And I mean, I don't care if you do it because it's not me.
Right.
So I'm not going to get in trouble for it if you do it. But I'd also like to vlog, so we'll see. Also, she won't listen to the podcast because she doesn't know anything about Lessthancasual, really. I mean, it's not that I'm hiding it from her.
Your choice? Okay.
But then again, so I wanted to address this. During the last season of the podcast, I'm just going to call it last season because it was a while back at this point. Season meme. So my friends at St. Anne's, former friends at St. Anne's, were very upset with the way that I talked in that podcast, the way that I said things, because I cursed a lot. Okay. I was very upfront about things. I yelled a lot, and I stormed out a lot. It was very, rage-centric Chris, and they weren't used to seeing that side of me. But that's my normal side, where I'm at work or at school even. Anywhere that's not church, that's how I was. And obviously, you want a toned-down version of yourself at church because it's supposed to be, a respectful place.
Well...
To a certain degree. It depends on the...
I tone up. I go a little bit.
I mean, but you don't go profanity. You go, energy. I'm talking, profanity and filtering. I filter myself more at a church event. Yeah, but you don't do it as much as you would outside of church.
I guess. Yeah. No, you're right. Okay.
So they didn't appreciate that, and that's one of the reasons they stopped wanting me to be around there, because the podcast, I was, just being real.
That's rude.
It wasn't great. It wasn't the best. Mm-hmm. Which is actually one of the topics I wanted to get into, but I figured it was too much, and I didn't really want to.
Too late now.
I don't want to get. Do you want to get into
it? Is that it?
I mean, that's not it.
Okay.
I had a best friend.
Korn.
I had a best friend.
Korn just announced a new tour.
Korn,
the bad
I've
band.
heard of Korn.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Is that some everybody shut the fuck up news? That is, because that's new. That's fresh. All right, sweet.
It's not.
So there's beep 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 headlines, which are stuff that we knew coming into the podcast that we're talking about.
Beep boop.
And then there's everybody shut the fuck up headlines, which is we need to talk about this right now.
Too many beep
It's fresh.
Korn.
Fresh off the press.
Peyton. Let's not talk about Peyton.
He's edgy.
Are we being paid on the podcast eventually?
You should totally do that.
I'm down.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care who you invite or when you invite them, just whenever. Just make sure that I'm available.
I did acid and I was straight A's.
Because if we're also recording on Wednesday, that means we'll actually have a surplus, which is really great because that means there's less stress about doing it every week. That also means we'll be dated a little bit, but that's fine.
That's fine. By the way, our friend Peyton dropped acid and then started getting straight A's. Yes, like the drug.
Like in a serious manner.
Yes.
And you're saying this on the podcast and on a live stream.
I don't think he cares.
He doesn't care.
He's not going to listen.
Okay. Thankfully, I don't know this guy personally, so I'm not held accountable.
Yeah.
Dude, if Peyton wants to come fight me, he can. I don't care.
No one.
He won't know who this is, though, because your name, Matt, isn't on the podcast, Matt.
Canbred.
But he knows what he's on three of the songs.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't care.
Wait, so what does acid do to you?
It's a hallucinogen.
Okay, so that's what it makes you hallucinate.
And then he started getting straight A's because he was hallucinating?
No,
something like
that.
It broke him, and now he's
ask him, but it broke his ego or something.
Yeah, ego death. Now he talks about like space.
Right, so does he.
I feel like I'm not going to get along with him then, because people who are like egotistical next to each other suck with each other.
Fine.
You ever heard of canned bread before?
Have you met me?
You're not egotistical.
No.
I'm egotistical. You're not.
I'm self-centered.
That doesn't make you egotistical.
Fair enough.
That egotistical means like you think you're better than everybody, and I typically have that thought of like everybody else is stupid around me. I know that's not true, but that's what goes through my head usually. Ooh. Especially people at my high school who I'm wanting to make a rant video about.
Why are you pointing at me?
You also hate everyone.
Yeah, it's because everyone is stupid.
Thank you. Because everybody is stupid. Especially the podcast listeners. They're wasting their time.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste my time.
Not if they go to
YouTube.com.
No, I don't have a YouTube link.
I know you don't show 100 subscribers.
Hold up. I have a tiny URL.
But here's the thing, though, right? I'm going to link it at the bottom anyway, so you don't have to say
it. If you go to tinyurl.com/cannedbreadmusic.
Is that why you want to call it the Canned Bread pod interview or whatever?
Right, because he's canned bread.
Okay, you never gave me context for that ever.
There is no context.
You never gave me context. You're just like canned bread interview. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Just
like it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, wait, and go with it.
You did this over Twitter DMs. Twitter.com/sortofcasual. Maybe Twitter.com/
the stream.
Here's the thing: Chris Eeg is taken.
I'm straight dying over here.
Somehow.
Right.
So I didn't think there were other Chris Eags out there, which is really stupid, but how dare they take my name?
Maybe they
so
just...
if we can like...
New RT podcast.
Shut the fuck up news?
Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, New RT podcast.
You don't even know that song.
Oh, that's definitely Shut the Fuck Up news. That's the better version of our podcast by far.
Right.
RT podcast is amazing. But Off Topic is better. Off Topic is so much better. Let's be honest though, Always Open's kind of shitty.
Okay.
Someone's getting some vibrations.
Right.
Some good old memes.
Be able to be here.
I'm gonna check the live stream real quick on my thingy. So just keep talking. I hit the table. I hit myself.
Great. So I think it's text because it's not Twitter DMs.
Oh, what if it's Instagram DMs?
Could it be? Do we Insta DM?
What? Oh shit.
Well, we kind of did.
How's the live stream doing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh no, we're good. We're good.
Okay. I'm gonna throw the vlog up on YouTube. Was it after I did that?
I don't know. You just said like canned bread something. It might have been in text.
Yeah, I'm looking at text. Not in.
Who even is Matt?
Canned bread interview.
Because I didn't understand.
Shit. What are you doing Tuesday? College. Matt once, right? You knew who that was because that was Sunday at 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
Matt wants an interview specifically with canned bread. You said what? XD?
Yeah. See, canned bread doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's canned bread.
So you didn't explain.
You never gave me context for it.
All right.
He just said canned bread. I'm like, is that like okay? It didn't. Why canned bread?
Why canned bread? I don't remember.
It's a meme. It's a
SpongeBob meme. Yeah, I'm gonna die if I do that. No. What I did was so I had This isn't the first time I've done music.
Right. Okay.
I had an older project called Stone Cold, and that was.
That's the widest name ever.
Yeah, but that was different. It was a little bit. It was more of a character rather than me. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, you're putting on a persona.
So I killed him off.
Yeah.
I put out a song called "The Death of Stone Cold" and something about killing myself, and the song ended with a gunshot sound. Are you taking selfies?
Fuck yeah, I'm taking selfies.
Okay, so I decided I wanted to do music again because I liked it. It was fun. So I was originally gonna do like a serious storytelling kind of thing.
Okay, that doesn't sound like you at all.
Nope. No.
Based on the limited knowledge I know about you, serious does not seem to go inside your personality.
I'm a serious person when I need to be.
true.
No, I mean most people are. I'm saying like you probably like more to be like laid back and joke around about things.
But it was gonna be like I actually really like sort of like ambient music.
Okay.
So it was gonna be kind of like that with
Oh shit, your girlfriend's here. Sorry.
No. Hey Audrey.
With like telling stories above it. That went about as well as I thought it would because I said nope. I want to do funny stuff.
It just wasn't. It wasn't your passion.
No.
Like you enjoyed listening to it and creating it.
Graphic design is my passion.
Hey, speaking of, where's that logo at, Andrew?
Logo? The one that we already have. Oh shit! I was gonna make an intro.
Yeah.
I have some storyboards.
Okay.
I don't. I'm just gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. And then if you say that.
Are you doing this in 2D animation like the class?
Yeah.
Be very careful what you're doing because you might accidentally end the stream. Also, streams only last an hour. I mean, we have plenty of time. We have like 20 minutes still. But...
Anyway. So.
Okay.
You good?
Never mind. Yeah. I was gonna scroll up, but it won't let me scroll up. So.
Yeah, I mean, when it's on tripod, I love this. By the way, that thing is my new favorite toy.
Right.
Because that actually, as you guys were saying like about selfie sticks earlier, like that would be perfect to go around vlogging with.
Yeah.
Because of how steady it'll be.
Look, I'm birdie.
Anyway, go on. Also, he's a totally Casey Neistat ripoff, by the way. Like the format they does is completely Casey Neistat. Go on.
So so I was gonna come back and I was gonna do funny music again, but I had to have a dumb name. And Stone Cold wasn't a dumb name.
Yeah, it was a serious.
It's just stupid. Well, Stone Cold wasn't serious. Stone Cold was a joke.
Right. It reminds me of Cold Stone. It's an ice cream place.
But so Stone Cold died, and I was gonna come back and do serious music, and I didn't because one, I can't write music. I'm not that cool. So I was like, okay, I need a stupid name. So I came up with a list of like 5 or 7 or some bunch of names. I sent it to my friend to say, hey, if I were to start making music again, what do you think would be a good name? Canned Bread just happened to be on that list. I think I was probably watching SpongeBob at the time. And so you said, yeah, Canned Bread's pretty funny just because it's stupid. Because, I mean, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's just canned bread.
But it's not meant to make sense.
Exactly. The obvious joke is from the SpongeBob episode where Squidward has the can of bread.
Okay.
It says canned bread on it.
It says canned bread on it. He goes to a store and he's like, wow, they have it. There's liquid in here. He's like, canned bread. And so that's the joke. And so the first full length I put out, it was just like a spacey background with the Squidward hand with canned bread on it. So that was the joke.
Okay.
And then I mean, just as an extra joke, I had a song. It's called "My Name Isn't a SpongeBob Reference," but it's funny
because it is. That sounds
and even funnier is when I recorded that, I was watching SpongeBob at the time, and so you can hear SpongeBob music in the background of me saying that.
You need to get the SpongeBob laugh track and use that as a beat.
I should do that
because there's a band named AJR that does a song called "I'm Ready." And it's like the "I'm Ready" meme of like SpongeBob, and they use that as like the background beat. And it's really quality.
There's this band called SpongeCore, and they take SpongeBob stuff and they put breakdowns over it,
like dialogue and stuff.
Yeah, and it's the funniest thing. But yeah, so I did that.
Okay, so that's the reason for the name.
That's the reason for the name. There really isn't much of a reason. It's just.
Do you want to know why we call ourselves Lessthancasual?
Not really.
Okay. Also, don't remind me. I need to give you a bracelet because I didn't give one to Miles.
And if I gave it to you, give Miles a bracelet,
and I give it to you to give it to him, but you didn't give it. Jeez.
But I see Miles. I love Miles.
Yeah. Oh, I mean that's probably true, honestly. But
I mean, not now, but like.
Wait, was I using Lessthancasual with you first, or did I have it as a gaming channel first?
No, it was with me first.
Okay, so I had a channel before Lessthancasual. I know you don't care, but I want to tell you anyway for the viewers as well.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I had a channel before this called Sorta Casual.
For the new memes.
For Sorta Casual.
Yeah.
And that was my personal. That's where I posted gameplay at first, and then ended up putting like vlog type.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not listening, but I'm doing it for the viewers at this point. So then Andrew and I were talking, and we wanted to do like a project together, which at first sucks. I had no idea how to work with Andrew. Now I know how to work with Andrew. I find
working with Andrew possible.
It is possible. It's just it's very difficult, and you have to be very flexible.
You're about being in the military, dude.
Yeah, he's about to be the Dan to my Gavin. Anyway, nobody else will get that.
That's why I want to do Green Berets when I'm 21. Those people are loose as fuck.
Anyway,
almost
so
as loose as
brisket. Is that a Stone Cold meme or was that a?
It's a Stone Cold meme.
It is. Okay.
I can explain it.
We're suffering from the same problem we had before of not staying on topic for more than like 5 seconds.
Go on. I made one joke.
No, I know. And then it expanded like 30 seconds.
But I need to talk about brisket now. We can't just not.
No, you can talk about brisket. Just wait till after I explain the name. It's
go ahead.
Okay, so then we were talking names, and I thought it'd be cool to have it similar to Sort of Casual. But then we were like, well, I mean, we're kind of less than casual. Like we're not very casual. We're very casual people.
More than hardcore.
Well, it was a joke because we're not, we're casual people.
Yeah.
We're less than casual. It's like whoever's less than casual is that's what we are.
Mm-hmm.
And then like LTC sounded really cool. And then we started the LTC podcast.
Yeah.
And now we were starting to put like vlogs and other types of contents and stuff on there, which we need to do a challenge video tomorrow.
Okay.
But I really don't want to spend all my money on McDonald's. You down to go in on it with me, or
what are you doing?
And I just let him do it.
So you know what tastes good?
What tastes good?
Gushers.
I don't want it. You literally threw up during it.
Gushers taste great.
Okay, if we're doing it as an independent video outside, so that we don't throw up all over my house. Okay. I've never had Gushers before.
Andrew,
You've never had Gushers before?
Is it because like the juice comes out that makes you throw up, or?
No, it's just a lot of. It's okay. So you start off and it's a lot. It's just a lot of candy.
Yeah, it's mass.
And then they start popping, so it just fills your mouth with flavor,
That's
and you
disgusting.
just can't swallow it because it's all sticky and sugary.
Oh, I'm great at swallowing, Andrew.
That's funny because you're talking about not cum.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that you explained the joke. I'm sure that the 7-year-olds that didn't get it now understand the joke.
Oh, you have 7-year-olds?
Probably not.
Do you look at your analytics at all?
Here's the thing: everybody lies about their age on YouTube anyway. I don't look at the demographics. Demographics are important to me.
My analytics are weird. Most of my people are.
How many views are you getting?
Not a lot. But okay, so most of my stuff is 18 to 24-year-old Americans.
Okay.
I think my second highest country is it's either the UK or something stupid.
It's usually UK. It's either UK or Australia.
Yeah, but I know at one point it was like Finland or something dumb.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's like, why are the Finnish listening to my music?
Fuck you, Finnish people.
Because they needed to start.
I hate the Finnish.
So they can.
Oh, so they can finish. Hey.
The only thing that's finished isn't.
Katie says most likely no 7-year-olds. Most likely.
Which Katie? My Katie?
Stice.
Okay. There's I had no 3 Katies.
Dude, I love 7-year-olds.
Paige is basically 7.
I think she's as tall as like a 5-year-old, but yeah.
I'm basically.
So what you're saying is we need to vlog getting the Gushers, then vlog us doing the challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll meet at my house, then go together tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, and then afterwards you can do a podcast.
Okay. My second highest country is Poland.
Hell yeah.
Followed by Canada, Hungary.
I'm sure you don't have a lot of Jews watching because they all died in the Holocaust.
Yeah. Okay. Followed by Canada, Hungary, Switzerland, Germany, the Philippines, Tanzania, Croatia, Brazil, and then finally the UK.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Tanzania is in Africa, right?
I think so.
Where's
like Somalia. Having that time.
They have Somalia dicks.
Okay.
But they're black.
So,
That's
I had a story.
I want to hear it.
I thought we were going to talk about brisket.
We can talk about. I really want to remember the story that I was.
Okay, go ahead.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No,
Look,
tell your story.
I'm really curious.
I don't fucking remember it anymore. Damn it.
Was it something that we discussed?
Oh
earlier?
yeah.
Okay.
So you mentioned Poland.
Oh god.
So
there's no. You can never say you mentioned Poland and then be good.
Hey,
I had a running joke. I had a running joke.
That's cute. You run. I know you do now.
And you don't tell jokes because you're not funny.
Oh,
fair enough.
No,
I had a running joke with my friend Joseph, who's Jewish.
Yeah, the guy that we had.
That I was gonna write a fan fiction about him meeting Meadow at a concentration camp.
Was Meadow Jewish?
She's Polish.
Was she drinking orange juice at the time? Because she needs to concentrate.
That was awful.
Go on.
That's a good joke.
So you're gonna write fan fiction? That's it?
Yeah, I never did it, but I was like, I'm gonna write it.
You
and
still
he was
could.
ha, ha, ha.
You know what we should do? We should start a Patreon
For
Less Than Casual, and then have a stretch goal be you'll write a fan fiction about it.
I'll write it. I guess.
We're not starting a Patreon because we're not big enough for that.
It'd just be
no. You should do is you should start a Patreon, and every month you get a new short story from yours truly.
Andrew
knows.
He writes some good.
I write some
bullshit.
Fire stuff.
I used to write short stories, but they definitely were more serious oriented.
Mine are
had a good
not
message.
that.
I actually posted a book. It was a poetry book.
Oh,
it was like serious poetry. I feel like if you were to do that, it would just be like dumb haikus about dicks.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, no, but I wrote as a joke one day a story called "Doggo Does a Crack."
Okay.
Okay, so there's this dog.
Yeah.
And he lives in a town called Crackingsdale. And
it sounds like the ass of the world.
Basically. Wow. But instead of like normal things, they smoke crack a lot. Okay. That's the joke.
Okay. And
so in the lore of this city, there was a man named what did I call him? Who was
Hitler oriented. It was like
well, anyway, there was a man and he had a dog, right?
Okay. Bestiality, hot.
Yeah. And he let his dog smoke crack.
Okay. But
the dog grew real tall, real big, and destroyed the city, killing like everyone.
It's like Godzilla moment.
Yeah, I think the exact numbers were there were 4.5 million and he killed 4 million.
So 0.5 million lived.
0.5 million lived.
That reminds me of the Jewish population because that was only 0.2%.
Yes. I know there was a Hitler parallel I made somewhere.
Of course, yeah.
Because he killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, history is going to repeat itself. So at the edge of the city, there's a warehouse where they hold all the crack, right? And so the dog breaks into the warehouse.
He cracked into the warehouse.
Yeah, he breaks into the warehouse, and
I haven't gone to read any of them. Go on, keep telling the story. It's fine.
So the dog breaks into the warehouse and he smokes crack, but he keeps smoking crack. He smokes so much crack that he basically becomes super large, so large that he can destroy entire planets.
Doggo did a crack.
Doggo did a crack.
It's called Doggo Does a Crack.
And anyway, so it ends, and he said he's at the last planet, which is the what do they call it? The lava planet Mustafar. From Star Wars.
Oh God.
And
Star Wars sucks.
The Star Wars prequels, very specifically, and it was like he saw two people arguing. And he crushed them. Why shouldn't he? He had the high ground. It's a joke about the Star Wars prequels in the most awful way possible. And it's cancer.
We need to wrap this up, by the way. So any closing stuff?
I feel like we haven't talked about brisket yet.
Oh, talk about brisket. Go ahead.
How do we talk about brisket?
I don't know.
So in 7th grade,
right,
there was this person called Brisket.
This person called Brisket, or like is this actually like a person, or?
It's actually a person.
It is.
They weren't actually called Brisket.
We'll just use the name. It's fine. We call people out in this podcast.
No, I refuse to.
Her
fucking
first
cucks.
name is Emily.
Emily Brisket.
Right.
One that I know.
No.
And Emily Brisket, me, and also him, we were very enamored by Miss Brisket.
So not the Emily I'm thinking of.
No.
Not an Emily that I've met. Okay.
Not that one.
Because there's two Emilys that I know that we both mutually know.
Anyway.
Neither of those, because I know her, and I might have introduced you to her.
But not like known.
But no, you
That's fine.
have
Go
known
on.
her.
So Emily Brisket.
The TLDR, she's a bitch.
Well, no, I want the full story at this point.
There's really not much.
You guys both liked her and she's a bitch.
Right.
Pretty much.
We both.
So you went in through the top, he went in through the bottom.
Her? Yeah.
Okay.
For like
dating in middle school.
Like
that's dating.
For like a solid week.
It's not dating in middle school. It's really not.
I was like 9th grade at this point. So it was like high school.
That counts. It counts.
It counts. It was in middle school.
I don't think kisses count until middle school. I don't think dating counts until high school. That's like my personal view on it. 'Cause you can't really go anywhere in middle school, or you don't really know what to do.
Well, you can, but
you have to have your mom drive you. No, fuck that. It was the most embarrassing stuff ever.
So do our date not count?
I want to go.
Our date absolutely counts. Your mom's cool.
Man, don't you hate when you just want to go get some good old pussy if your mom won't drive you?
All right, we're ending the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. For the live stream people, just go to Lessthancasual on YouTube and you can check us out. For people listening to the podcast, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, share it. We appreciate shares.
Watch the vlog. Watch the Gushers challenge.
And subscribe.
Watch all the vlogs.
This is actually coming out on Wednesday, so the vlogs, I don't know when they'll come out. Cause if I record it, it'll come out on like Thursday or Friday.
What do you mean?
Like, so are we doing separate vlogs for tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. No. I don't care.
I'll be more likely to finish it faster. Unless you're like really like dedicated to finishing quickly, in which case I'd love for you to do it. Yes, I get the joke. Thank you, sex. I understand.
Haha, it's funny because come.
There's your end.